All right, got another round of Ranch Fairy crossbow bolt tuning. So in our previous episode, we did the Walmart bin bolts and showed that, just even some simple knock tuning, you can get broadheads flying well. So now we've got some good stuff. We've got some bolts from Sirius Archery. These are the 22-inch Phoenix bolts. I'm pretty excited to try these out. These things look sweet. So we're gonna weigh some of the components, show you guys what they weigh. We're gonna be shooting these out of both the Ripper 415 from Killer Instinct, as well as my backup bow, the PSE Invictus. So stay with us. All right, check it out. Here they are, the Sirius Archery Phoenix, a 22-inch bolt. It's got 4-inch vanes on it. It's a standard 0.3 ID, and it's 9.54 grains per inch and a straightness tolerance of 1 thou. These come with inserts that are not glued in, which I really like. They are stainless steel inserts, and they are actually adjustable, so you can knock off a little bit. You can adjust them from 92 grains to 110 grains. All right, we got the bolt on the scale here with no insert in it, so it is 17.56 grams, which calculates to about 271 grains. All right, now for the insert, it is 7.18 grams, which comes out to just under 111 grains. It's 110.8 grains. So all in all, we're looking at about 381 grains we're starting with. All right, here's our paper tune. So number one was the odd feather down. Not bad. It looks like it's a little bit knock low. The first yellow feather, which is what we're gonna go with, is just about perfect. And then the other yellow feather, not bad, but number two is definitely the sweet spot. All right, so here is our paper tune. So we're gonna go back to and show you guys again the knock tune with 100 grain field point. So it's pretty obvious and pretty easy to tell which knock orientation is the best. And we got pretty much a perfect bullet hole on that second knock or fletching orientation with that 100 grain field point. What I really like about this bolt, I guess two things. One is I think Sirius set this bolt up perfect for kind of your typical hunter, including that 92 to 110 grain insert with it, because what we've been seeing and what also the Ranch Fairy's been seeing or has been hearing from the crossbow shooters is that 200 grains up front in general seems to be the sweet spot. And so you will basically get these bolts in that sweet spot with that 92 to 110 grain insert. And if you fletching or knock tune and shoot 100 grain field point, you should be good. But if we move up here, and this is also what I really like about this bolt, is it looks like we've got options. So the 125 and the 150 are really close. I mean, they might be just a tick knock low on both of them, but what we're starting to see, if you look at the 125, it still has a perfect 120 degree for each fletching tear. Same thing with the 150, 120 degrees for the fletching. When we go up to the 200, the 225, and then we just tried the 300 just to see what it would do, you're getting these much bigger fletching tears, and then you're getting like a T-shaped fletching tear. So to us, I don't exactly know how to decipher that, but I think this bolt will shoot well with anything from 100 grains to 150 grains. So all right, so night two here with the Sirius Phoenix bolts. We actually didn't get a chance to wrap up and shoot broadheads the other night. Nick was losing a whole bunch of arrows in the backyard, having a lot of fun tuning his compound bow. So tonight I'm by myself, but I'm gonna run those same Sirius Phoenix bolts through my backup crossbow, and that is that PSE Invictus, shoots 370 feet per second advertised. So we're gonna see if this is similar to the Ripper or different and see how it does with those bolts. All right, no need to shoot this one again. This was the odd feather down with a 100 grain tip. We got a perfect bullet hole. Let's start adding some weight. All right, so we got options again. So the 100, perfect. The 150, perfect. The PSE bow actually shoots the 150 just a touch better than the Ripper 415 did. And then at 200, it definitely started to deteriorate. So a big tear on the 200, looking like knock high. That 200 tear is actually a little worse than the Ripper 415. But again, anything between 100 and 150, and I apologize, I actually don't have a 125 today. Those were Nick's field points and he took them home. But these bolts are looking like for a 415 feet per second bow and now a 370 feet per second bow, it will shoot any head from 100 to 150 with that full 110 grain insert in it. All right, everybody, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I apologize. I know I said we would shoot broadheads with these. I'm running out of daylight, and I can't decide what point weight I wanna shoot. So these things are shooting with a field point really, really well with anything from 100 to 150 grains. So I think my plan is to get some broadheads and basically pick my point weight based on what broadhead flies the best or what broadhead weight flies the best. So we'll save that for the next video. But just a couple other things to wrap up. These bolts are freaking sweet. This is what I'm hunting with this year. I really, really like these. They're similar to the pile driver on speed, but a couple little things that I noticed that I really appreciate. One is they're super easy to nock tune if you're gonna shoot the stock nock, because they put a flat on the nock. It makes it really easy to put a wrench, pair of pliers, whatever, to twist the nock without gumming it up and making a whole bunch of marks or breaking the nock. So I really appreciate that, as little as it is. And these inserts, one, the weight they nailed, I think, perfect. The 110 grain seems to work just fine with what we're shooting. Obviously you can knock them down to 100 or 92 or whatever it is that you would want between 110 and 92 grains. But I think it's perfectly set up as it is to basically have a high FOC, a Ranch Fairy tuned bolt right out of the box. Also, what I really, really like is these being machined out of stainless steel. I have not found a spot on the insert combined with this bolt that's a 1 thou tolerance straightness that will wobble. So and I haven't videoed it, but we have insert tuned all of these and we can't pick a spot because they all spin true with a broadhead that we know spins true from some of our other testing. So Sirius, man, great job, you guys. This bolt is freaking awesome. This is what's going in my quiver. This is what's going on both my Ripper 415 and my PSE Invictus. You guys did an awesome job. I love it. So next video, we'll do some broadheads and we'll pick our point weight from there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, be a sportsman, make a sportsman.